Hey everybody, today we are going to be making these super cute and fun little snowflake reindeer Christmas ornaments. But without further ado, let's just get right into the supplies you'll need. So the first thing you will need is the reindeer picks. I got mine from Joann's. And then you will need the matching snowflakes. I mean, you don't have to get matching, you can get whatever color you want. And then you'll want some wire cutters to cut the snowflakes off of their wire stems, and you might need some for the reindeer, or you might be able to just pop them off super easily. And then you will need some ribbon to make the little hangy part that hangs on the tree. And then for just some random basics, you'll need glue. I'm using E6000, scissors to cut the ribbon, and I'm just using a popsicle stick to spread the glue around on the ornaments, but you can use whatever you'd like, of course. But let's just get right into this video. So I'm gonna be making the pink ones today because I feel like they will show up the best on camera. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I guess you don't have to take the tag off, but I took the tag off. So these ones seem like they're on the stick pretty well, but the first ones I got, they all just like fell right off super quick. I'm just going to try to, he might actually come off there pretty easy. So you just kind of want to wiggle them off, I guess. And I'm holding it by like the chest kind of so that it doesn't break or anything. Okay, I cannot get it all the way, so I'm gonna call that good and cut it. So you have your reindeer. It does have a bit of exposed metal on the back. I will show you how we're gonna fix this later. So then we're gonna take one of our snowflakes. Now we have this snowflake, and where you cut it, I like to make that into the top so that the ribbon kind of covers that weird notch. We're also going to put some glue on there to make sure it's not sharp, but I'll show that later. And now we're going to cut the ribbon because it's easier to put the ribbon on before you've glued your little reindeer guy down. Okay, so I got this really pretty ribbon to match this pink snowflake. I paid $3 for this, and I didn't even realize how little there is on there. So I don't really know how much you need. I haven't been calculating that, I guess. I've just been putting it through the little open slot on the snowflake. So this is where we cut it off the stem. I just put it through that hole and then pull it through a little bit and see how long I want it. And then, so you want to remember to make it big enough that you can put it on the tree, but you also need to leave some room so that you can tie it in a knot. So now it looks like this. It's just like strung through there. So we're gonna match up our ends. And we're going to make a little knot here. Okay, and then you want to pull it tight. You could even put kind of, not E6000 because that would be too thick, but some kind of liquidy glue like on the knot and on the ends. Maybe even some fray check so that it doesn't fray. But honestly, I think it'll be fine since it's knotted. If you get it uneven, you can kind of trim it down, just make it look a little nicer. But it should just look like a snowflake with a string on it, I guess. And now we're going to take our glue and our popsicle stick. I'm gonna take a tag just to make this a little easier. I like to set the stick on the tag when there's glue on it, just to keep things clean. I'm just gonna, you probably can't see that, it's probably not focused, but I'm just gonna squeeze a little glue on the end of that popsicle stick, and I'm gonna kinda mush it around that outer ring. Yeah, pretty much just, so there's going to be a hole directly in the center all the stuff that's around that, you're gonna want to put some glue on there. And honestly, don't worry about putting too much glue because A, you won't really see it. B, it's better to have too much than not enough when it comes to this. But is what I like to do is, so where that wire is, or sometimes it'll be bumpy or whatever, but where the hole is that it was attached to the stick, you're gonna want to line that up with that hole. And then always make sure that he's like centered, so like the pointy bottom part of his chest lines up directly with the bottom hole. Yeah, so now it's gonna sit and dry. If you want to make sure that glue doesn't get on your table or whatever to dry, you just take the stick from the snowflake and you kind of prop it up on there so that he's leaning up a little bit. And if you use enough glue, it'll just dry perfectly the way it is. If you don't, it'll fall over, but you just put a little more glue, stick it back down, and it's all good. But I'm just gonna let him dry, and then I will show you the last 2 steps. Okay, I totally just did this entire thing without filming it, so I'll just talk you through it. But I put 3 of the little sticks down so that the Christmas ornament can be elevated so that the glue isn't getting on the table. But I just took the string and I moved it down a little bit so it wouldn't be over the top, covering that first like pointy metal part. And then I took my popsicle stick, I put a nice sized glob of glue on there and just wiped it onto that pointy part. And then I did the exact same thing for the pointy metal part on the back, as well as I made my 2 other reindeers, and they came off the stick super easy without the wire cutter things. So you might not need those for every single reindeer. So then, you know, for those ones you wouldn't need glue on the back. But once it dries, you want to go and feel it, make sure it's not sharp, make sure you covered the whole little sharp part. If it's covered, then you're good to go and your ornament is finished. But if it is still kind of pointy, you're going to want to put a little more glue on there. But I think that's really it for this video. I was so excited to have come up with these, and so I got everything at Joann's. I would assume that you can probably only find these things at Joann's, but maybe you can find something similar at Michael's. And the other really nice thing is they have all the matching colors. So they have the white ones, the pink ones, the silver ones. I thought they had blue ones because there's blue snowflakes, but there was no blue deer. I believe there's also some gold ones, so I might do those next time. But now I'm just waiting for us to get our tree up so that I can put these guys on the tree. I kind of want to post this before we even get a tree though, so I might just like Photoshop these onto a tree. But anyways, that is it for this video. Tell me in the comments down below which one's your favorite, the silver, the like rose gold pink color, or the white snowy looking guys. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see any more Christmas ornaments this season, and hit that like button if you love Christmas. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.